Okay. I guess I could. This is it. Hello. Y'all come on in. This is it.
Hey, come on in. What's happening? How you doing?
Hello. Welcome, my father.
Hey.
Don't put these down.
Peace and blessings. Thank you all for coming out tonight to celebrate Brother Haki's big birthday. Woo! Yeah. Don't put names and numbers on nothing except for love. It's all love. So my name is Chris Rice. I'll be performing on the saxophone for you for this evening. Thank you. This first song is dedicated to everyone because there's something about having your own. And God blesses the child who has his own, but we are all God's children. And so therefore, we are each entitled to our own. Let us not lose sight of that as we strive in our communities every day to become one with each other and create something of our own. Thank you.
If anybody want to get some food, just want to welcome everybody. We appreciate you all coming out. So we're going to have some drumming. The brother's going to do another song here. And our delegate of this district will be showing up. We'll be showing up in a couple of minutes. So Haki Ammi here. So it's a pleasure to have you all join us. And we're going to have some good conversations as well. I'm going to do a PowerPoint in a couple of minutes, but it's just a great opportunity for you all. Appreciate you all at home, as well as those who are present. We have some young drummers that's going to join us after they enjoy the nice meal. So enjoy the meal, everybody. Eat as much as you can. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
6:30. Okay. Get some food? Want to get some food first? Or? Hey, how are you? I'm good. Go. Two, and then I'll let them. See, three teachers know this was
One thing we can certainly appreciate is that the city of Baltimore needs love. And Brother Haki has been donating love tirelessly throughout the community for years and years. Let's give him a round of applause, everyone. Happy birthday! This next song goes out to the love you give may save your home. So, hey, take it how you want. Thank you.
All right. So I'm streaming.
For the love of the community.
Yes. Let me turn this down. All right. Well, thank you all for being present. It's beautiful to be here. For those that may watch this at home, this is Haki Ammi birthday, but we're also going to be, I got to find my clicker, having a discussion, well, not necessarily a discussion. I'm just going to highlight some of my life accomplishments, if you will. I believe that many of you would appreciate some of my unique experiences that I am sharing. Many people know me, but, you know, things evolve. And, you know, I find myself being blessed into various spaces. And so actually the delegate for this district, Jackie Addison, she will be showing up sometime. Annapolis, Maryland General Assembly has started, but she will come. And unfortunately, Mr. Kalen Young, the delegate of this area, he as well, he has planting duties. So let me get my clicker, you all, and get my presentation. Oh, no, right, yeah, I heard it. Well, let me move. Mic check. I don't know if that's it, but it could be that. Or let me get my clicker. Hopefully, let's start this, Johnny. All right, I say, Baba, welcome. And it's a pleasure for you all to join me. Lady J, if you don't mind possibly showing the screen as well right now. I'm sorry to pop you back and forth. And so what we're going to do, and thanks, Brother Chris, for blessing us with the sounds, the sax today. And, you know, and I saw this brother, let me just say, I saw this brother at Baltimore County Leadership Organization. And he was like, yeah, brother, man, you inspired me. And I was like, who's this brother? He said, I've been knowing you since I was a young man. Yes, sir. But that's Sandy Mallory's son. If any of you all know Sandy Mallory on 88.9 WEAA and John Cooper Project. Joe, right. So music runs in his family, and so it's just a pleasure. And I hope that you all, we are Zooming, and I'm going to see when Mama Day is coming in, because we are going to talk about Ghana, of course, and Tanzania as well. So some people may be present for different reasons here, and that's cool, but it's my birthday, and, you know, so I'm pleased that I'm able to share with somebody, but we have some good recorders. What Up Baltimore is live streaming now, and I'm now co-live streaming on Raising Consciousness the Capital page on YouTube, as well as on Facebook. My Facebook pages, some of them work with this StreamYard. So I thank you for joining me. And now I'm going to get into some of my presentation. And I'm sure that, you know, some of you will be like, wow, I didn't know you did this or is doing this. But so Lady J, I'm not, if you can share the screen. One thing I wanted to begin with is, and I wanted you all to repeat after me, real leaders see things faster.
Real leaders see things faster.
And real leaders see things farther.
Real leaders see things farther.
All right. Thank you. I'm not going to elaborate on that. All right. Straight back. Happy Friday. All right. So the next slide. Caption this. Anybody got any captions for this look here? But this is the Supreme Court, one of the Supreme Court justices, and now I'm renaming these the Katanji beads, because it was, you know, so a few newspapers did some articles surrounding that, but I think, you know, the history of the beads go way back, but I would encourage you to look that up. And we will. I'm attempting to reinvigorate this when we go to Africa to encourage people to get beads. Some people are waking up right now in this country, and so it is my duty to reconnect people to Africa, as you will see. All right. I say pictures are worth 1,000 words, and I put out on the table about Freedom Rise. I'll talk about that, but this was in Birmingham, Alabama. And when I saw this actual bus of the terrorism, I was like, wow, it's not, you know, sometimes we hear about things that happen, bombing buses with children on them, but this was a real thing. So I just wanted to start with that, but so we've done the Freedom Rise, and I put some flyers out, and I have some with the updated date as well, but some of those on the table may have a previous date, but I just want, you know, since I have the flyers, many of you know me, you know to follow up, but we've done these tours, Freedom Rides, and in 1960, many organizations went down south to fight for interstate commerce, et cetera, on the busing lines. And so we did ours. First year, we went all the way through to Topeka, Kansas, starting in Washington, D.C., going to the African American History Museum, and Richmond, Greensboro, North Carolina, where the Woolworths is, where the sit-ins actually took place, the Greensboro Four were there as well. And then Greenville, South Carolina, Atlanta, Selma, Birmingham, Jackson, Mississippi, New Orleans, etc. And we had to revise it, and you know, because that ride from Little Rock to Topeka was like crazy. That's a long hike. So we realized that, you know, it's just better for us to. And we had about 35 young people on the first one, and then we navigated the second year and went to Memphis, Tennessee. So this is some of our pictures. I got Aggie Cry. These are some of the four. This their names: Joseph McNeil, Franklin McCain, Ezel Blair, David, Richmond. And I want to say special thanks to Mama Ade, who was present. as well as Dr. Salima Marriott, who was a former delegate. And they wrote the full length of that particular tour. Now, I posted some pictures of the things that we get made in Africa, where you'll hear a little bit more now. So that's the Freedom Rides, and those are some of the pouches that we use. And this year, and I'll share a picture. Oh, so that the first year was Dr. Salima Marriott. The next year was our sister Marilyn Mosby. Let's give her a strong black hand. Strong black hand. Give her a strong black hand. Thank you, thank you. So she joined us. She had her children with us. And actually 2 days ago was her birthday. So I gave her a shout out yesterday. So let's see. Okay. Well, and I wanted to share this one. You good? You can go on the back there, brother. If you get food or you coming to be present, thank you. Thank you. See, and instant, as I was looking up, Mr. Joe, as I was looking up for this presentation, I was Googling the 13th film, and I thought that the senator for this district may come through. I was going to show him this film. I'm sorry, this picture. But Marilyn Mosby, when we were in Atlanta, we actually Marilyn Mosby showed the film in Atlanta, and then we had a discussion about it for the youth that were on, and that was about 25, 30 young people. And then we, I was excited about this, y'all, but the Baltimore Times, when Westmore got inaugurated, we were on page 6 of that, a whole page speaking about the Freedom Rides. And so that was and I got that in like a case thing, you know. So we're very excited about the potential of the Freedom Rides coming up. All right. And now coming this year, and we had to move the dates again, but this will be our Gullah Geechee tour, what we call the Gullah Geechee Freedom Rides. And some of the places, I know we're doing Charleston and then Savannah, but generally we would stop in DC, but one of the leaders, we're partnered with the Banneker Douglas Tubman Museum this year, which is in Annapolis, and they were like, well, we just took some young people to DC, so we may not want to. I'm like, all right, well, we can spend more time in South Carolina and Georgia. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what we can make happen. But that's the Freedom Ride, y'all. I got a few flyers there, so we're excited about that. And this is our first time doing it with the Banneker Douglas Tubman Museum, which is the only recognized state museum in Maryland. Right, Jackie? All right. That's Delegate Jackie Addison. Give her a black hand, y'all. Give her a black hand for this district. Thank you. Appreciate you. And my sister was supposed to show here, but Sharonda, I don't know if she can see. You know what? Let me move this. Hey, Johnny, can you move this to, can you move the Zoom link? Johnny, can you move the Zoom link to show the screen? You made me think about that. She couldn't come. If that can like show, even if it's on an angle, like towards this main screen. If it don't, yeah, not too much. Okay, no. All right, well, all right, we'll replay it. Everybody go to What Up Baltimore.
Yeah, they can go to What Up Baltimore TV.
What Up Baltimore TV for more information if any of you are watching. So I said it's not FDA, it's not ADOS, Pan-Africanism, it's We Be Maryland. So here's the thing now, any of you know the Gullah people, they use the term We Be Gullah. And so I created this term, We Be Maryland, and this is my sister, and she's running for office. I'll be managing her campaign, Sharonda Huffman, and she's in Baltimore County. But this was in Chicago for what's called the DNC, Democratic National Committee. So she's running in Baltimore County. I wanted to plug my sister in there. And I said, my governor is Black, we be Maryland. So I'm excited about that. I'll talk a little bit more about that. And I would talk a little bit about We Be Maryland. There is a specific, though, there's a short. The short is that Black excellence personified. And we are a global example of Black empowerment in the state of Maryland. And we're making things happen and building a culture of success here. So I want you all to definitely be a part of that. And we're encouraging tourism to Maryland and asking for tourist support. All right. And we desire to support local initiatives that highlight Black contributions to Maryland. You know, we hear about DEI and that, but we protect it here in Maryland a little bit. So, all right, next. I want people to get into the idea that we're global people, and for the past, since 2015 to 2024, at the United Nations, there's been what's called a permanent forum for people of African descent. I can't remember. I've been to the United Nations maybe 3 times over the past 2 or 3 years, 2 years. And like last year, I was there like crazy. So, but there's something coming up in April with that. But this is actually Dr. Beryl Beekman. I was next to her. I actually videoed her speaking at the UN. She's from the Netherlands. So just wanted to share that. And this is a sister, JD Dunlap. She's from South Carolina. I mean, you know, just have an opportunity to be present and to network, or what I consider expanding my network significantly with some pretty intellectually well-rounded Pan-Africanist Black folk from the diaspora. Sister JD Dunlap. Oh, and of course, our superstar in this DMV area, she authored the book Reparations on Fire, Mama Attorney Nkechi Taifa. I'm sure that how many people know her. She's from DC, a lawyer, professor at Howard University. So I just wanted to give her I think this was actually at the United Nations, so at the permanent forum. So, I just wanted to show this picture, man. This is probably like the most beautiful building that I've ever seen. It's not actually in Trump Tower. I just want to show that. But let me tell y'all what actually happened at the United Nations. Actually, this year, 2024, probably about 4 or 5 months ago. Actually, Jackie, the day before we went to the White House, the next morning, I had to go up to the United Nations for a bus tour that we sort of put together. At like the last minute. And so I've been asked several years, many of you all, for instance, in the Baltimore area know about Batunji, a Soul School Institute. If you don't know, I mean, younger group here, but going to the United Nations, it kind of had my ideas brewing. And last year, we were able to take a delegation, my organization, I'm the president of Teaching Artists Institute, and we did a tour for some of the African Union delegates that came to the United Nations. And so that was really big because being from Baltimore, and they're asking our organization. So I had to, after I came from the White House, I slept. No, I didn't sleep. What time we got home, Jackie? 6, 7, something like that. I drove 2.5 hours and slept in my car somewhere in Jersey on the turnpike somewhere so that I could be in New York at 9 a.m. I barely made it, but you know, we made it happen. We made it happen, and there were many amazing delegates that were a part of this delegation from the African Union going to the United Nations. So, let me go back, wait a minute. So this Malcolm X bus tour, y'all. So we're working out the details of that over the next few weeks, next few months. But this May the 19th, Malcolm X will be 100 years old. So we need some support and ambassadors to promote this to our community. And that for those that feel like they need to feel like Malcolm, bow down. All right. So repeat after me. Real leaders see things faster. Real leaders see things faster. Real leaders see things farther. Real leaders see things farther. Yes. All right. Oh, I just had to show y'all Jackie. You in here, Jackie? Where you at? Oh, exactly. Okay. I just wanted to play. My Black Caucus is bigger and better than yours. This is for everybody else out here in the world. So y'all may not know I'm a parliamentary board member for the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation. I'm not an elected member like my good sister Jackie and these other good people, but yes, we can talk to officials. They're open to opportunities, and we need to build those bridges and support the work that they are doing. A lot of good bills are coming down the pipe here. Let's see what else. More. Oh, this is us in the White House. I see right up front. This one, right, and I'm way in the back. So this was the White House. My first actual time there with Tom Perez, our chair of the Black Caucus Foundation, chair of the Maryland Black Caucus. So that was my first time there. So it was for me to be the president with I believe this was the first time that the Black Caucus of Maryland actually went to the White House as well as a delegation, of course. Hi. Next, so this was the Senate building, of course. I'm still in the back. Jackie in the same place. That must be a spot. So this was the U.S. Senate building in Annapolis with the congressional delegation. So I just wanted to show people that, sometimes, you have to get into different spaces to make things happen. Oh, and I was just on my phone. Somebody took this picture. I was like, man, I'm always on my phone. So I wanted to just mention sometimes, and I've never met President Obama or anything. Some people are pleased about, meeting presidents. Well, this was my first African president that I met. This was in Prince George's County, and his name is Alpha Conde. I believe it was Guinea Conakry. Now, he got overthrown a little time after that. Some cool type of military did something to him. I told him he could stay here if he wanted, but no, I ain't telling that. I'm just saying. So, but no, I never thought that I would be getting invites to certain spaces, and so sometimes you have to think broad and big. Let's see. So, just a little commercial. I wanted to encourage everybody to support. Yeah, Brother Charlie Duggar. Please support the Coppin and Morgan free Kwanzas that they had. Some of these students, they don't get access. It's like a bubble, and there's a disconnect between the community. And so I just want to encourage everybody to support them. Y'all want some food? If anybody, y'all want some food, please. There's food in the back for everyone and drinks. So please help yourself. So please support the Kwanzas and practice Umoja. Yes, unity. Next. Oh, I wanted to share this. This was my first actual award. Well, not my first actual award, but Dr. Arikana Excellence Award. 6th Region Diaspora for my work with them. And I sent out some very nice invites, as you can see. But this was at Howard. Dr. Arikana, she's the first African Union ambassador to the United States for the whole African Union. And whether you are keeping up on what's going on in the Sahel countries in West Africa, but she was the intellectual inspiration for what's happening in places like Nigeria. So, just give her, her credit for blessing me with an amazing award at Howard 2 years ago, last year. Okay. How many show of hands? How many of y'all know? Okay. He's a brother out of DC, one of the key leading Pan-Africanists out here, done tremendous work. He been to Africa. He was a Peace Corps member, but he knows the people in DC, and the embassies. He actually got me into the Tanzania embassy and actually here in the Cuban embassy. Y'all like my kind of African Cuban hat, that type of thing. All right, but yeah, he got me into the Tanzania embassy as well. I thought my delegate, my man, would be here, but this was actually us at the, each year the Congressional Black Caucus, CBC, has their event, but Maryland has been, over the past, since I got on the board, having an event in DC for the Maryland legislators and the Maryland people, I would say. So I was going to say shout out to my brother from the CBC. Just wanted to put his picture there. Wait a minute, is that Caleb? Is that Caleb? Okay, thank you. They can change up their facial hair sometimes. So yeah, them confused. But just want to shout them out. Book break. Show of hands. Anybody know about the Sankofa movement book or Evolution of Revolution? I just want to show that the Kotos at Cobia Nation House School in DC. But this got me into some of the strategic global awareness of what's happening in Africa. And Prince Justice, he's a Nigerian brother, but some good strategic books that let me understand how to position myself in this global struggle. Let's see. All right, we're gonna play a game. Name this scholar. No, not Everett. You can't answer. One of the kids. No, they might be too young. They might not know. They might be too young. All right, anybody. Name this scholar. Who's that? All right. Wait a minute. Oh, you pull away with it. No, it's not, honey. It's not. No, this is Dr. Ben Yakin. So, all right, but look them up. Homework, y'all. Homework, homework. We gonna teach them the scholars. I got another one. Next one. Oh, by show of hands. No, not you. Let's see. Who y'all know who this is? Somebody said Michael Jackson. Oh. No, that's the book. I don't know why I had that book there. I don't know what I was doing. But I don't know if we were having a conversation. Maybe I had it in my book bag or something. But anybody, Mama, let me call on the elder. Elder, of course you know. Mama, yes.
I'm not sure.
Okay, no, it's okay. All right. This is anybody? Not you, Everett. Not you either. Who else? Anybody? Okay. Dr. Leonard Jeffries. He is Hakeem Jeffries' uncle, the chair of the Black Caucus, the Congressional Black Caucus, as well. But very prominent scholar. And this was actually, thank the UNIA for giving me an award. UNIA presidents are right here, Everett, and I got an award in Baltimore for that. So that was really good. We good on time, y'all. Name the scholar. Who? All right, he got it. All right, Dr. Frances Cress Wellesley. And this was the last time that she actually spoke here. And we had 350 people present. That was phenomenal. I worked my tail off, up and down the East Coast to promote. And this was before people, I ain't gonna say people weren't online, but but you still had to grind with it and organize to make things happen. So 350 people. When she came out, she was just like, wow, she didn't expect that. Let me see what else we have. Name the scholar. Not you, brother. Who else? Name the scholar.
Tony Brada.
All right, brother Tony Brada. Yes, DC brother. He was just on call show yesterday as well. Brother Tony Brada. He's doing some good work. And oh, really? Yeah, that's his daughter. That's his daughter. Yeah. Name the scholar. Name the scholar. Anyone want in the middle first? All right. Well, Runoko Rashidi, world traveler, Runoko Rashidi. And I wanted Minister Saw to be here because let me tell you, Mr. Saw, if y'all don't know, he runs this TNAT facility, y'all. And this is the only picture I had with Runoko Rashidi. And so, but he transitioned. He actually transitioned when he was in Egypt. How many years? It's been 3, maybe 4 now. So I wanted him, Minister Saw, to see that. What's up, brother? Yeah, that's next. Right. Come on, bro. I was gonna do that. Yeah. So no. And this is and I said you were all invited. You were invited. Eastside has no love for Haki. No, I'm just tripping because I know some people didn't come. We did this at that Black movie theater over in Pikesville that's now closed down. But I mean, but it was good. It's good to be, to have my little small part in this giant. Now, Dr. Runoko Rashidi, he went to 168 countries in his lifetime. So y'all teachers and the parent, y'all gotta know who these people are, all right? Hey Martina, welcome. Have some food, everyone. Have some food and sorrow, and I have some drinks on the table in case we run out. All right, how many more slides I have? Okay, let's see. Oh, let me tell y'all, this is my senators, Jill Carey. Show of hands, y'all heard her name before? All right. So that's my sister. So she gave me this award for my 20 years in the fire service, and this was at her final event, maybe 3 weeks ago. So I just wanted to show her. I thought she might come through tonight, but just wanted to give a shout out to her for her continued work and her evolution and what she's going to be doing. Let's see. Well, it's interesting because before I didn't have any, like awards in Maryland, but in New York, I was able to get a Humanitarian of the Year award, and I got a citation from a senator in the state of New York. Well, that's one senator, Leroy Comrie. I didn't know him. And then I got 2 more from Senator James Sanders, and he's a good brother. And I don't know this other one, Alicia Hyman. And I said, gifts, citations. Sound familiar? All right. Next up. So let me tell you about the Mandela Fellowship. Mandela Fellows is a State Department program started under President Obama. Over 50,000 young Africans apply each year to be a part of this. And so they partner, first they come here and they go to a school for like 6 to 7 weeks, and then they work with an organization like mine for after that. Like, so they were there with us for 5 weeks, and it was a great experience. I mean, these are the most brilliant. The State Department has some very, very detailed criteria for who they allow. But my idea was that we needed to be connected to these young folk before they come here and get indoctrinated, right? And create these divisions that are going on, and listen to other people tell them how they should interact with Black people, right? So my idea was to be a strategic ally and to build some bridges, because eventually some of them may be the future, if you will. So this was someone from Uganda and the Ivory Coast. And one of the schools was UMBC, and one of them was Howard had some as well. See, we're winding up, y'all. Not winding up, but this was in Addis at the African Union. And we, this was 2022, I believe. And many of you all may have seen this photo before of that background at the African Union. And these are some of the world, the African presidents. I'm not sure if it's the presidents or some of their staff, or so I don't know all of them by face or anything. But that was a good experience being present there, building those strategic bridges towards empowerment and freedom. So I just wanted to show that. And so, okay. Oh, I gotta tell this story, y'all. How many of y'all know who this is? This is Stedman Graham. That's Oprah's, like,
Good friend.
good friend. Special friend. What's up, Joanna? We got some food for everybody, man. Everybody help yourself. So let me tell y'all a story. Y'all know about the free bookstore in Baltimore? Y'all remember that? A book thing or something? One time, and this is the power of being a reader and collecting books. But one time I went to this bookstore, right? And I grabbed this book and I just put it in my box, and actually I put it in my back seat, and I didn't grab it for weeks or months. It was a while. And one time I was just sitting, I was waiting for some food, and I just picked it up and I just started browsing through. And there were 5 $100 bills in it. And let me tell y'all, I was looking around, I was like, hey, can I steal this? I'm thinking I'm looking around, I'm like, what's wrong with me, right? I'm like, count the blessing. But that was a unique experience. Somebody thought enough to say, well, somebody's reading this, that they're going to be a blessing to them. So that was just, I was like, damn, I started to cry. I was like, man, I need this money. Yeah. So that's why I call my $500 man. So later, let me tell y'all, it's just interesting how things manifest. So this is my sister, Ari Squires. But later, you may not be able to see this, but this is a book that she wrote, but I did, I guess you would call it afterwards, or the endorsements on the back. But if you can't see it, but it says, you can't see it on that screen, but it's Stedman, and then down the bottom is myself, and she refers to me as a global influencer. And so that's my good sister. And so this book, for me, it's very strategic for, just building those bridges and conversations, because different people are coming in this world in different ways. You have business people, you have cultural people, you have the academicians, if you will. So, I'm gonna be prepared to greet you wherever you are, right, Jack? Oh, and I said being at the right place at the right time, but being the right person to receive your blessings and your opportunities, right? All right, now and this is what I learned from brand building. Now this is the Shark Tank guy, Daymond John. Fubu, many people know him for Fubu. This was his book, The Power of Growth. Now, I was a brand ambassador for him, and let me show y'all what I did. And I just was like, man, I thought that, that I was going to kind of make some things happen from that. But I'm thinking he probably looked me up and probably like, no, this is probably too radical, man. But that was powerful, y'all. That's this was in Florida, and he shared, he didn't share it, but he clicked like on it, on social media. But I thought, and that's my book, Mission Unstoppable, with Les Brown and Dr. George Frazier as well under it. But, I'm trying to get my hustle on in different ways too. It's I ain't just pushing your book, man, man. We stayed on each other's shoulders. Right. So, but that's brand building, picture perfect. I don't have that many more slides, y'all, but on the table, the only other thing we have is Ghana Independence Day. And this is going to be at the Sankofa Children's Museum. The elder there is actually from Ghana, and that's in up in the Park Heights area of Cold Spring. So the actual day is March the 6th, but we're doing ours on that Saturday, on the 8th. And so we need attendees, sponsorships, collaborations, donations, and gifts. Gifts, if I may quote someone. So, Ghana Independence Day, everybody. It's just, as we were talking, many people had these Dr. King events, and Dr. King actually was in Ghana at that time for the Independence Day. And so it's just an amazing experience for the Teaching Artists Institute, where we do have an office, and I showed that picture with the Mandela Fellows in the Park Heights area. And so we're going to collaborate with the Sankofa Children's Museum, and it's like right around the corner, because between the Mandela Fellows and our trips to Africa, and let me just say this: I mentioned why this is significant right now, because recently my business partner, Kim Poole, she is coming back, but she's not in town yet. But she just took a group of students to Ghana. They were Johns Hopkins Peabody students, and we do have a video. I didn't bring it up, but so they were there from December 7th to December the 21st, and then there's another group that's going to be coming up, Connections Charter School. So they may be going in May. So we have two groups in this charter school group. That's going to be an even bigger group than the Connection School students. And so we're excited about this, and the Ghana Independence Day is going to be a big launch. We have someone from the mayor's office that is confirmed, possible law office that do immigration services that may be sponsoring, and some of the different Park Heights organizations may be partnering. But if you see an opportunity to collaborate and sponsor, hopefully we'll have the Watotos back drumming. But the Hopkins students will be there dancing, those that went before and those that are coming as well, that are going to Ghana. So I'm excited about putting this thing together. I believe it's the first real time that we're doing it in Baltimore. So I think I'm making one more slide. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, just one more award. This is one more award, and so this is the Legacy Award. I'll be getting this next week on the 1st. So thank y'all for that. So, but that's going to be in Prince George's County. So this is pretty much all I wanted to show y'all. It's a lot, but when you're out here working and organizing, sometimes you have to stop and put your work down, so that individuals know that you're not like out here just pontificating and playing around, or that you really are making things happen, and you are truly conscious of the work that needs to be done for liberation and freedom. So as I'm gonna, we are gonna have the students come up in a couple minutes, but first, let me get to Brother Chris, unless he's gone. Hello. Oh, welcome. Have a seat, have some food. Welcome, both of you. Or if I could, Jackie, you have enough time, or did you get some food, or you okay? Huh? No, I know he has to leave in a couple minutes, but you want to do your song right now so you can be out? Okay, he's gonna do a song real fast because he has to leave really fast. But this is Brother Chris, and he's a saxophonist. He played some beautiful tunes for us before, and now he's gonna come back and do one more, and then we're gonna keep the program going and get to everybody got enough food. Everybody, we had enough. It was tasty. Clap your hands, clap for the chef. Yes. No, always do a good job. And Lady J, we got something for you too, some good food. So, any questions before this brother come on? Any questions or comments, y'all? Anything you saw that you saw? Anybody you want to say anything before this brother get started? You don't have to. It's not a speak now and forever hold your peace, but we'll let the brother take it from here. So.
I believe that this song right here speaks wholly to what Brother Haki Ammi is trying to put forth in the community and our minds and hearts right now. So. Thank you so much.
All right. Give him a strong black hand one more time, y'all. So, I wanted to bring up my good friend and sister. She's been working hard in Annapolis. This session, I can say many amazing things about her, but I'm excited because I know that she's truly centered and concerned about the community. She represents this district, and she's done an astronomical job. We served together actually on the Baltimore City Democratic State Central Committee. So I said, my sister, we peoples, so this is your district. I wanted to be present over here on the east side because I don't get over here that much. So I said, let's do it. Let's make it happen. But let me bring up our sister delegate, Jackie Addison. Give her a back hand. Give her a hand. Appreciate you. So, however you care, if anybody, can y'all somebody take a picture of us and I'll allow for her to do, because this, Informa said this your job. You on a, what kind of committee you on?
So I serve on the,
Yeah, introduce yourself to people.
I am.
Okay.
So, my name.
Oh.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Delegate Jackie Addison. I serve as one of the delegates for the 45th district. And as Haki said, and first of all, I apologize for being late because I serve on one of the hardest working committees in Annapolis, which is environment and transportation. So we had hearings today and started at 2 o'clock, but still wanted to come over and support my brother Haki. As he said, we worked on a central committee together, and I learned a lot from him. And in fact, Haki, today, the Black Caucus from Africa was in Annapolis sharing with us. Yes, they were.
I don't know these things, y'all.
Yes, they were in Annapolis with us
Okay,
today.
wow. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was about 30 or 40
Yeah, and I'm
hours.
so disconnected. Y'all be thinking I'm like so connected in Annapolis like that,
Yeah.
but if you don't, you ain't up there almost every day. You gonna miss something. I tell you.
Yes, so I'm here actually, like I said, to support my brother Haki. I serve on the Black Caucus as well. I serve on a lot of different committees there, just trying to make things happen for the state of Maryland. But wanted to present this to Haki, and it says, the Legislative Black Caucus of Maryland Incorporated, official citation, be it hereby known to all that the Legislative Black Caucus of Maryland offers sincere congratulations to the Honorable Haki Ammi. Yes, in recognition of 20 years of dedicated service to Baltimore, 5 years of commitment to the Maryland Black Caucus Foundation, and ongoing efforts to uplift the global African diaspora community. Community. We honor and celebrate you on your 51st birthday.
Yes. So,
this memorable occasion and directs the citation being presented on this 24th day of January, 2025.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank y'all. So I'm excited because this is actually my first citation from the Maryland Legislative Black Caucus. So thank you, Delegate Jackie Addison. So let's bring up the young people. Let me see something. Let me see where Mama Ade is. Hold on, just a second. Okay, hold on. We may have to. Let me see something. Mama Ade, are you there? Hold on. Let me see something. Just a second. Okay. Okay. Well, let's bring up the young people, if I may, and who's Mama introducing them. I don't see Mama Ade here. We were gonna talk about Tanzania as well on. Let me stop sharing the screen. Stop sharing. No, I don't want to share. All right. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. Okay, I got. Oh, Let me get that one there. Okay, that might be her. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Mama Day. Welcome, Mama Day.
Greetings, how are you?
All right. So we are here. The leads are here. We're gonna let the children. We have some drumming. First, we get a
Sounds good.
Thank you. Let's just make sure I can do something. Y'all can see though, right? Y'all can see though, right? I know y'all see though. I know y'all see though.
Yes, Brother Haki, this is.
I know. I'm on your report. I know.
Negative. We are the community of academic scholars, and we would like to present you a selection of rhythms. Enjoy.
All right. Let's give it up. Let's give it up one more time. Thank y'all. And what's the name? You want to introduce to any people, or like you want to say your name so I can carry the mic if anybody want to. So y'all know how to get. Y'all can book them. Book y'all. Right.
We are the Community of Academic Scholars. We're actually a homeschool collective. We run as a full-time school, and this is part of their curriculum. So for music, they do West African drumming. So ever so often, people do invite us to perform at different events. I think it started with Great Blacks and Wax maybe 7 years ago. Yes. They asked us to perform for their Kwanzaa event. We've been doing it every year. So as the program grows, as we bring new students in, this is what we do. This is how we keep the culture alive, because if we don't teach the next generation, it'll be lost. So if y'all could give them another round of applause. Community of Academic Scholars. And as you can see, they lead themselves. Their drum teacher isn't even here with them. So it is very nerve-wracking to come and do this in front of people. So if you could send them some love, we'd really appreciate it. Have a great evening.
Thank you. All right, as they get everything together, let me, Mama Day, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so we have Mama Day. Unfortunately, I'm trying to get the screen up, Mama Day, but we're gonna allow for you to speak. We have, let me see, we have about 30-something people here. We have 6 online, Mama Day. You can see everybody. They can't see you, but I'm gonna try to work with that, but they can hear you loud and clear. And so we've had a good time.
Okay.
Talking about I didn't go that far into our Tanzania experience, but I've been to Tanzania maybe 3, maybe 4 times. And Mama Day, Paloma, I'm sure she enjoyed the students. She's a dance, a griot, and she's a king, queen mother as well, and traveled to many different countries. But I'll allow for her to introduce herself. She's in Cleveland, Ohio, and she's our elder, Thai elder, teaching Artist Institute elder, and she's gone to many different countries with us over the past 3 to 4 years. And so we're excited about her Elders Legacy Tour that she will be doing in October as well. And so, Mama Day?
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
so you can.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you. That was absolutely amazing. I teach drumming as well, and I have a youth group that performs, and you all were magnificent. The legacy moving along, that's what it's all about. And it makes my heart just so happy to see the young folks moving things forward. So congratulations, you guys. And your teacher wasn't even there. And you all did it up. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so very much. Again, my name is Mama Ade. That's my African name, Adeolomo. And I'm in Ohio. But as Brother Haki said, I've traveled all around the world. With the Teaching Artists Institute, I am a Thai elder. And the reason why I started the Elders Legacy Tour is because I do work with so many young people. And I thought about what my legacy will be. What do I leave on this earth? What is my legacy? And for all of us who have gotten up into our years now, we can look back when we were younger and how we came up and the things that have happened in our lives, the things that we've seen grow, computers and cell phones and all of these kinds of things. But we don't want to forget the basics, where we came from, what we started with. And so I thought about my legacy and how I wanted to go to Africa. One of the things that was on my list was to go to Africa because I didn't know who in my entire family line, since we were taken from Africa, who in my whole family was ever able to get back to Africa since we were taken from it. And I wanted to be the one. If nobody else was ever able to get back there, I wanted to be the one to touch back on the soil and said, we made it back for all of my family. We did make it back. And so that started my journey of going back to Africa. And then I said, well, if I can do it, what would that look like for others? And so we started with the Teaching Artists Institute, Kim Poole and Brother Haki. We thought about legacy and what that means. And so we started the Elders Legacy Tour. This tour is an absolutely amazing journey. It changes your life because as an elder, I still want to learn. As an elder, I still want to grow. I still want to see things. I still want to know things. And how do I do that? So we put together a magnificent Elders Legacy Tour so that you can have a space to think about what that means in your life. What are you leaving behind? What are you looking forward to? What does Elders Legacy look like? And so, day one, going into Dar es Salaam, and we all met in New York, and we all took a flight into Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. Let's see here. I actually have the itinerary from our last tour. We went into Dar es Salaam, and initially we stayed at the Marriott in Dar es Salaam. But day two, we want you to get a taste of the landscape, of the global landscape. And so day two, we had breakfast early on, and then we started talking about what the curriculum is. Now, I don't want you to think of this as a vacation. Yes, it's a vacation. It's a getaway. But I don't want you to think of it as a vacation. I want you to think of this as something that is even more than that, more than just laying on the beach. I want you to learn. I want you to still grow through this. And so we have a curriculum that talks about eldership. I wanted to explore who I am as an elder at this point in my life. What does that mean? And so it's an intergenerational. So just because you're not an elder, you still can go on the tour. I want to make that clear. Young people, older people coming together, because that's what legacy is. So we went to the Village Museum. We flew out to Kilimanjaro Airport. And then we had dinner at the lodge where we are staying. This lodge is absolutely amazing. It's owned by people of color. And it is such a beautiful place. Places where you can get to, if you want to be by yourself, you can go and sit near the fire pit. If you want to join with others, you can go into the dining area and sit and talk with others. Absolutely amazing. We learned how to make chapati. Chapati is this magnificent like bread that we had. The breakfast, the lunch, the dinner, absolutely amazing. The next day, we have what we call movement medicine. Movement medicine is, you will meet Mugisha. Mugisha does African yoga. And so we want to make sure that our bodies are still able to move, even as elders. And so we would get up in the morning and he would take us through our movement medicine, which is absolutely divine. We went to the marketplace where we picked out our fabrics. If you can see this beautiful fabric that I have on. We picked out different fabrics. We left there, we went to on a garden tour. We have to make sure that we take care of ourselves. And so we actually had massages. Oh, it was wonderful. We had massages and our facials done. We could go into the steam room in this very beautiful modern hotel. Absolutely wonderful, relaxed. We had our teas, holistic healing for your body, your mind, and your spirit. And so we went into the steam room. After all of that, we went up on the rooftop, beautiful restaurant, and we had dinner on the rooftop there. Just beautiful scenic area. On the next day, we actually went to the Maasai warrior village. And we had what we call teach and learn. And so we had lunch, and then we went through our curriculum. We talked about eldership. We talked about legacy, what that actually means. And we went to the hot spring where we put our feet in the warm water. This is natural hot spring. And it was so wonderful. We had one lady who went on the tour. We call her Mom Betty. Mom Betty was 89 years young, 89 years. And she came with her daughter, who wanted her to have this wonderful, wonderful experience. And we put our feet in the hot spring, and these little tiny fish come and poop your feet. It was just absolutely wonderful. River Trees. River Trees is a magnificent restaurant in the land where we actually were able to talk and discuss. And at night, the music was playing. It was wonderful. Let's see, the next day, we had a drum workshop. We went to a museum, and they had in this museum, it's a natural museum. So you actually walk through the land, and they had ancient ways of living. So you actually were in houses that were built a long, long time ago. And you saw the different styles of housing that we lived in a long time ago. You were actually able to go into the different spaces and see what that looked like and how we lived even back then. We took a bus and we went up the mountain, up Mount Kilimanjaro. This was so amazing. There's a place that you go up the mountain to the last village in the mountain that you can get to by bus. After that, you have to make the trek. And once we got out there, because they were teaching us how coffee is made in the ancient ways. It was so amazing. But getting off the bus, I'm with my walking stick. Mom Betty is on a walker. I said to myself, how are we going to do this? How are we going to get to the space that we need to get to? It was not a problem. One of the young men turned around and got Mom Betty, and he put her on his back. And he walked her to the spot. The smile that was on her face, you can't paint it. You can't paint it. The respect that the elders are given was one of the reasons why I wanted to take people on this tour. Because the way the elders are treated is absolutely amazing. I couldn't go anywhere without the young person saying, Mama, may I help you? May I take that from you? And even though I protested because, I'm so used to doing things for myself, they said, no, Mama. And they would take my bag and they would help me off the bus, help me onto the bus. It was just absolutely amazing the amount of respect that they give the elders. And so they took us to where we were able to make coffee and showed us how they grow the coffee beans and how they roast them and how they pound them in the mortar and pestle. And they sing, and it was just absolutely amazing. After that, now keep in mind that all through this we're documenting. We're documenting our feelings. We're going back in time in our minds and in our spirits, and we're documenting from where you are now. What were you like when you were 16? Did you see yourself being in this space back then? Some of the things that you've been through. Where are you headed now? Because your life is not over. You still got ways to go. So let's see. We went to Bagamoyo. We went to we went to one of the slave dungeons to look back at that history, what that was. And that is an absolutely emotional time period because you were never meant to come back to Africa. They have what they call the doorway of no return. And so you were never meant to come back, to know that space, to know your ancient names, to know your culture, to know your history. And so for you to be able to come back and stand on the soil and interact with your brothers and sisters on the continent, it's an amazing feeling and to be able to get back there. We took a boat to the Lazy Lagoon. Now, this place is so amazing. It's an island. And to be able to walk the beaches, to see the fishermen who come out in the morning and they sing as they cast their nets and they work together and they haul in the fish for the day. So our food was fresh every day. Nothing, refrigerated or frozen, fresh every day. Fresh juices, healing food, and for your body, your mind, and your spirit. That was a wonderful experience. I do have a couple of pictures. I don't know how to share my screen. Somebody might have to help me go through that. Of how to share my screen. Let me see if I can. Okay.
That's on my phone.
While he's doing that, to continue on, we have a day of service because we always want to give back. And so we went to one of the orphanages there. I always have a magnificent time at the orphanage. These young people are absolutely amazing, just brilliant. They have started their own business at the orphanage. They started their own bakery where they bake bread and they sell them breads, all different kinds of things in the marketplace. So we went, we took gifts, we put packages together, everybody contributed, and just to see the smiles on these young people's face. And what we decided to do was have an adopt a grandparent program. So you can adopt your grandparent to have somebody to exchange letters with, exchange pictures with, just someone to have an exchange with, because family is so important. And for these orphans to have someone that they can know, to be able to share their lives with through letters, through pictures, all kinds of correspondence, that was absolutely amazing. And so several of the elders signed on for that, to be a grandparent to one of the orphans there. That is always a highlight of the trip for me, is to be able to interface with the young people and have a day of service. We went to, by that time our outfits were ready. We put on our outfits and we had a photo shoot with all of us in our magnificent African attire, and we had a wonderful photo shoot with all of the elders. It was absolutely incredible. So that was just a little bit of what you'll experience. We want you to experience the gamut, the full gamut of from the lush plush hotels to the actual villages and how the people in the villages live. So you from old to new, from the ancient to the modern and everything in between. We did go on safari where you could see the animals in their natural habitat. We saw elephants, we saw giraffes. We didn't disturb them because we're in their territory, but we did see natural elephants not in the zoo. This is where they live. Monkeys and cranes and all different sorts of animals in their natural habitat. So that was absolutely amazing. We went to a barbecue where they roast the meats and things and fold it in leaves and have this. It was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So all of these experiences, just amazing experiences that will resonate with you for the rest of your life. Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. So we decided to do the Elders Legacy Tour again this year. We want to encourage all of you to experience this. So I will open the floor up for questions. If you have questions for me, I'll be glad to entertain your questions.
And also,
Hi, Dennis, I see you there.
oh, sisters on,
I am looking beautiful. Thank you, my love. Thank you, my love. That's my brother-in-law, and he said, I am going. I'm going, I'm going. And so, welcome, welcome, welcome. And we will make sure that all of you have all of the particulars. We have several Zoom meetings prior to the trip to prepare you for the trip. So you will know what to pack, how to pack, what you need to carry, what you should leave at home. All of those kinds of things will answer all of your questions. We'll talk about insurance. We'll talk about your visas. If you need your visa, we will actually help you procure your visa. All of those things. We want this to be a seamless process for you. So Teaching Artists Institute will help you every step of the way and answer any questions that you may have, so that you can have a magnificent experience. So any questions for me?
all right. Well,
Any thoughts on the trip?
oh, so we do have a sister here, Mama Day, that has a question. You want to? So
Yeah.
people can hear you here. You want to come? I'll bring the mic. I'll bring the mic. But,
Okay, hi. My question is, I'm 23 and I would like to come. Am I allowed or?
Come on.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, it was a mother and daughter you can bring your whole family. It doesn't matter. The youth, because that's what legacy is. It's young people looking ahead to see. I often tell the story about when I was turning 50. And I didn't want to be 50 because I thought everything was going to go downhill from there. I'm not 50 anymore. That was way long time ago. And there was a lady who was 76, I think she was. And she said, "What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you?" She said, "You just now becoming a woman." She said, "Now you've had some experiences. Now you've lived a little bit of time. And now your words have weight and meaning." So that was absolute. I changed my whole mindset and enjoyed being 50. Well, now I'm far away from that. And what did God do but put someone who was 96 in front of my face? Mom Daphne, who is one of our sheroes. She comes to all of our meetings. She participates in all of our projects. And I said, "Well, Mom Daphne, why do you keep coming?" She said, "Because I just want to learn." And so now that gives me something to look forward to even now at the age that I am. So every step of the way, there is a rite of passage. So come on, 20-something, come on the trip. Yes, indeed. And you get to see what all of this looks like.
All right. Thank you, Mama Day.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Questions?
Anybody else? Anybody else?
else?
Oh, one more. There's an elder here, Mama Day.
Okay.
So let me her.
Hello. How long is the trip? How many days? How long is the trip?
Our last trip was 10 days.
Oh, okay. It sounded like it should have taken longer than that. Like we had so much marvelous things to talk about.
Experiences, but we don't want to tire you out. That's why we build into the process your health, because that's part and parcel of the whole thing. Your health, looking at that, so your massages, the way that you eat, all of that is built into it. Rest, so that you get a chance to reflect. All of that is built into the tour.
Thank you.
Mama,
Yes, ma'am.
Mama Ade, my question is there any preparation on this side? So to orientate folk to go into that side? I've been to the continent, but I've never been to Tanzania, so I wanted to know.
Yes, ma'am. You will have at least 4 different Zoom meetings that helps to prepare you for the trip. We have a send-off, what we call a send-off, so that you can invite all of your family, all of your friends to send you off on this magnificent journey. And then post-trip, we have a homecoming trip. So you can arrange within your family or within your circle or your community, people to come by and you talk about the trip and show the pictures that you have. I had mine in Columbus, Ohio at an art gallery and showed all of my pictures and talked about my trip, all of that. So yes, you will have at least 4 Zooms that, again, we prepare you. We tell you what to look for, how to pack. We talk about insurance. We talk about what you need to drink. Drink bottled water. You don't drink the native water. You drink bottled water. We will have plenty of water for you. So natural things. So you will have 4 different, at least 3 different Zooms to prepare you for the journey, and then a debrief once you get back.
Right. Okay.
I hope I answered your question.
She did. Yes. Okay. All right, Mama Day.
Any other questions?
No one else. And it's, of course, people who can, definitely follow up with you, or they can follow up with me. Everybody here pretty much know, but, word is definitely spreading, and we're out here, making things happen. So, and we'll do these interest meetings again as well. So, of course,
yes.
and thank you all
There is a payment plan.